back. You're watching the Brand Equity Can 2012 Special Part 3 and I'm Sonali Krishna. Now, Google this year partnered with some of the biggest global brands in an attempt to test some of the world's greatest campaigns and challenge the advertising industry. The task was to see if some of the most iconic ads of the past could be reimagined for a modern audience as digital ideas for the web. Find out how some of the most recognizable ads from the 70s, such as Volvo's Drive It Like You Hate It and Coca-Cola's I Want to Buy the Word a Coke, to name a few, were transformed to cutting-edge digital ads for today. Take it away.
5 advertising legends, 4 classic campaigns, and 1 new brief. A clutter-breaking concept by Google called Project Rebrief. Google challenged some of the biggest creative minds from the past to recreate their most famous ideas for the digital space. These legendary ad men worked alongside a team of technical whiz-kids and creatives in an experiment to turn 4 iconic campaigns for brands like Volvo, Avis, Coca-Cola and Alka-Seltzer into cutting-edge online ads using technology they wouldn't have even dreamt of in their heydays.
I was born in 1932. Technology has left me pretty much in the past, largely because I tend to ignore it.
All I know of Google is the search engine. I use it mostly for email and to look up all my aches and pains and what disease I think I probably have and are going to die from.
I'm not an expert at my computer, but I do email. Occasionally I'll use Google to look up something that I'm interested in. Computer drives me crazy.
The first of the lot was Volvo's series of print and TV ads churned out by Amil Gargano in 1962, which said that a Volvo is so durable, you can drive it like you hate it.
The core insight back then was that a Volvo lasted 4 times longer than a typical American car. And so what we did was we said, okay, how do you bring that type of idea to a new audience, right? Do you drive a rally car through, dust and sand? Well, that's probably been done before. And with Volvo, I think one of the biggest things that we saw was that Volvo still stands for safety and reliability today. And so for us, we realized that we need to find someone who's been through that journey, who's lived 2.9 million miles in their Volvo, and then bring that idea back to life.
Here's how the ad was reimagined. The ad still centers around the concept of durability, but focuses on Irv Gordon's story. He's had his Volvo since 1966 and has put a world record 2.9 million miles on it so far. In these digital ads, you can help Irv put his Volvo to the test and reach 3 million miles. Viewers can interact with him on Google+, recreate some of his favorite routes on Google Maps, and track his mileage and location in real time. Next was the campaign for Avis, which was coined by Paula Green in 1962.
We're number 2, but we try harder. We're putting our name on the line. We can't afford to give you a dirty car. We can't afford to give you windshield wipers that don't wipe. We can't afford to give you dirty ashtrays. We presented a company that was willing to work for you.
The phrase, "we try harder," has been used as the company's ethos ever since.
Our challenge coming into this was, well, it's a campaign that's still running. How do you translate it for a modern audience, right? What has changed? Because the problems that existed in 1962 in the business don't exist today. But the challenge of commodity still exists, and then the fact you only differentiate yourself based on customer service. So as we went through, the research with the Avis client, we found there's obviously a lot of social media commentary they get. And they also get letters written from customers every year to them. What they do is they take some of those stories, turn them into TV commercials, print ads, little campaigns on the website. And we said, what if we built a platform that allowed every Avis rent-a-car customer to build their own little video online ad and tell their story to Avis?
Trying harder
is still the best way to do business.
These simple print ads were transformed for the digital space, where a user could log onto the net, write about their experience with Avis rental cars, and their personal story would be transformed into a one-of-a-kind animated ad featuring their customized tale.
I'd like to buy the world a home and furnish it with love.
In 1971, Coca-Cola launched their iconic Hilltop ad, where young people from around the world sang, "I'd like to buy the world a Coke."
The world to sing with me.
Harvey Garber and his team decided to put this phrase into action for today's world.
It's the real thing. What the world wants today.
We came up with these versions where we built special vending machines. There are a few of them. One's Google headquarters and one is in New York. There's one running right now in Cape Town. Previously we've had them in Buenos Aires as well, which are connected to the web. And then from banner ads or mobile phone ads, you can actually send a video or text message to these machines with a free Coke. And it just takes that core idea and starts connecting, these people all across the world.
Now with a mobile ad, you can send a free Coke with a text message to a stranger anywhere in the world, who in turn could receive it on a special vending machine. The recipient can then record a message from the machine and send it right back to your phone.
A machine created an emotional experience. That's seismic. It's going to change the way things are going to be done in the business. It reminds me of when print went to television.
I can't believe I ate that whole thing.
The final concept transformed Howie Cohen and Bob Pasquale's "I Can't Believe I Ate the Whole Thing" ad for Alka-Seltzer into a series of 1970s sitcom-like episodes that were customized to the viewer based on the device, app, time, weather, and location.
If we went into this saying we have to improve on I Can't Believe I Ate the Whole Thing, we'd be putting a bullet in our head. If we say there's a basis for some kind of connection using I Can't Believe I Ate the Whole Thing, but it really has to be totally reimagined and become something else, that's the opportunity.
With these customized videos, you can figure out what Ralph did a day before he said the memorable line, "I can't believe I ate the whole thing," which today is a part of popular culture in America. In an era where most advertisers are struggling to come up with not just clutter-breaking, but differentiated content, here's a refreshing new take to old concepts. The lethal combination of the perfect dose of nostalgia and innovation, this one is sure to set new benchmarks for budding ad men.
Well, after that mind-blowing showcase, it's time to meet the CMO of Kraft, Dana Anderson, on how the company is changing the way it approaches marketing and advertising. We'll be back with that conversation in just a bit. Stay tuned.
This show brought to you by Get Lucky, Get Active on Monster.com. LG Air Conditioner with Inverter V technology.
Relax, Mr. Banker.